welcome to another exciting episode of Prestigious Talk Show. Today I'm here with the cast and the director of Tuition, the movie Tuition, and I want them to introduce themselves like they are here with me on Prestigious Talk Show. So please can you introduce yourself to my audience?
My name is KRISTEN. I am the lead actress of Tuition. I play Tamara.
Okay.
I'm also a student at Ryerson University. I'm doing my MA in media production. So yeah, I'm learning how to be a producer as well as continuing my acting career.
Wow, that's beautiful. And
my name is KELVIN. I'm the director of Tuition, co-producer, editor. This is my first short film, and I'm glad to be here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So, viewers, stay tuned as we continue with the interview.
Unfortunately, your OSAP application has been denied.
Shit, when's the deadline for tuition?
In about 2 weeks.
Well, you know what? Don't stress. I'm sure everything will work out. But in the meantime, you should come with me to this video shoot they're having tomorrow. They're looking for some dancers. It'll be like a quick $50 and some free lunch.
What are you saying? You trying to make some money?
You really are so naive. She's talking about prostitution.
Mom, what's wrong?
The rent check bounced. Again.
So you can dance?
I guess so.
If you can't see that Spice is using you, then you're definitely not as smart as I thought.
I'm gonna take you out for lunch. Where did you get all of this?
Where's the money, bitch?
Just hear me out.
Okay, so what role did you play in the movie Tuition? Can you tell our audience?
So I play Tamara.
Okay.
And so Tamara is a university student. She is struggling financially with her home life, with paying her tuition, and with helping out in her household. And she has to take some extreme measures, basically, to build her finances and to help out with her home and her school life.
Wow. So, how did you find that role? Was it difficult? Was it challenging to play that role? Yeah.
There were parts that I could relate to, and there are parts that were outside of my character. So again, I'm also a student in real life, and I'm doing my master's right now. So this is my second time going back to school.
Okay.
So I understand what it's like to be a struggling student. In terms of having to take extreme measures to get my finances in place. I haven't ever had to go to the same extreme as Tamara.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to work multiple jobs to pay my bills and to support myself.
You can relate a little bit.
Yeah, I could relate a little bit. But at the same time, what Tamara has to go through in a sense living a double life. I wouldn't say that I can relate to that directly, but I've had to, for the role, I had to put myself in that position and find real life experiences to kind of relate to it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's really good. So, how would you describe your experience on set? How was it to be on set, to get yourself into that role and everything? How was that experience?
So I've worked on smaller projects before to build my reel and my experience as an actress. Before this, I worked on a small principal role in a docu-series. So I had some experience working around, the director and the camera crew and all of that, and kind of in a sense being the center of attention. But this is the first time I've worked as a lead.
Okay.
So where everything is just on you.
Okay.
So it was a little bit
more expectations, right?
Yeah, a little bit higher expectations. When I was doing the principal role, it was I was sharing it with two other people who are kind of the lead as well.
Yeah.
But this time it was I was there every single day, from the beginning to the end. I was there all the time. So it's not a lot of pressure in a sense, but given that it was my first time being a lead in a short film or in anything really, it was a great experience. For sure, but definitely it was a little bit of pressure, but it was a good type of pressure. It was a learning experience.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks.
I just want to point out, so at the auditions, when she first came in, I already knew that I wanted to pick her.
That's all.
No, it was she had the look. I seen her resume online. So she had a proper resume. So I was already kind of biased. I was like, you know what? She looks like the perfect fit for.
So your resume kind of cloud your judgment a little bit.
No, it's not cloud. It was just more so I had an image of who Tamara was, and she was exactly that image.
Okay.
And then with the resume already, like she was already an actress, because a lot of two of the other cast members, they're more so like first time actresses. So
she has that experience.
She had the experience and she had the look. So I already knew, like, before she even auditioned, I was like, I'm gonna pick her as a
wow. Okay, so we want to ask Director KELLS. Yeah, that's your name, right? AKA Director KELLS. Yeah. So, what inspired you to pursue filmmaking? Can you tell our audience?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mentioned this at the Q&A. Well, so originally, I wouldn't call it filmmaking. It was more so, I just like to create videos, music videos. So the first time I shot a music video was in high school. Now it's like almost 9 years, 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that was with my friend, collaborator. His name is Hoods.
Okay.
That's his rapper name.
Was he also in the movie?
He was also in the movie.
I would have loved to see him here. Why is he not here?
I actually would have. He probably would have came. But yeah, he was the first guy I shot a music video for back in high school, and I think from that moment or day, I knew that was what I wanted to do as a career. I didn't know exactly if I could make a career, but I knew that this is something I wanted to do to continue on. I didn't really see it as a career until I did my research. And watching BET, you see all the music videos on Lexington Park. And one thing led after another. I went to school for film. I did an internship. I went to school again, and I was like, now I'm in this moment, creating.
So you did. Can you tell us about your internship? Who did you do your internship with? Maybe that actually inspire you to.
100%.
Yes. So please can you tell us
the music videos I'll be watching on Lexington Park. The the Sean Paul. Directed by Director X.
Okay. Director X.
The little X. So.
Wow. So you learn from the best.
Yeah. So watching that, you be thinking why, you never know that the music videos you be watching on TV, you actually meet the director in real life.
Wow.
So, yeah, he was my idol for for a long time. So after I finished school, I got a chance to land an internship with Director X in Toronto, and that was I think that was the moment where I said I knew this was a possible career, because to watch a legend, work, just watch him do him, and being around the big stars, seeing Drake and seeing Rihanna, and it was working with them. It was amazing, So I guess that was that moment where I knew this could be a real thing. I could actually make a living and stuff like that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's really inspiring.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there any significance behind the name of the movie Tuition? Do you want to tell us about that? I know you didn't write it. You said you didn't write the movie.
No, I didn't write it. Me and Ren, she wrote the script. She came up with the story.
Yeah, really.
But there was a couple of drafts that we both collaborated on. The title actually, I hope she don't get mad. I kind of came up with the title Tuition. There was different names for it, but I just I knew that we had to find something that stuck out.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have 3-4 titles for it or whatever, but Tuition is
something
just Tuition stuck out, and we both agreed on it, and even though the movie's about tuition, but there's so many other things going on. It could have been called something else. It had they talk about prostitution. It talked about it had music. But tuition was really the basis of why everything happened. So that's what we call it Tuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, so what was your drive behind making this film?
Drive. My drive. I don't know. I just set a task to do. Like I told myself last year that I was gonna do a short film.
Yes.
This year, and that was what
that
I was.
That was it.
That was it. Like people.
I like that.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah.
You know, you sometimes you say things and people
Yeah.
say okay.
You keep procrastinating.
No, not even procrastinate. They just say, okay, yeah, we'll see when we see it. But I really said, yo, I'm gonna make a short film next year, and I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So when I say I want to do something, I try to
accomplish it.
To accomplish it, yeah. So.
That's really good. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a good spirit.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not good to procrastinate. Sometimes you procrastinate, you lose that vision, you lose that particular thing that you have in mind. So you know what? Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Before you know what is happening, that vision might just be gone forever.
Yeah.
So that's very good. And I know we are going to build, you know, you're going to continue to do more, right?
100%.
Yeah, so anyways, we are going to digress now and move forward. I want to ask KRISTEN question. So, all right. Do you see yourself, KRISTEN, continuing in the film industry? I know you said you're doing your master's.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
yeah, definitely.
Where do you see yourself in the next maybe 5 years, 10 years?
5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
Definitely continuing as an actress, but I definitely see myself producing and writing, which is like again why I decided to go back. I did my undergrad in communication and film, but I decided to go to RICE and then again do my master's in media production, so I can get more of like an intensive learning experience and to learn more about the business side of things. Definitely, I see myself like elevating myself in the acting industry and becoming, you know, doing bigger projects and continuing on and but
so,
I definitely
that's good. So if you as an actress right now, lead actress, who will be your like the person that you want to, you know, be on set with or act any movie or film or whatever? It's in Hollywood. I'm sorry, I'm so used to Hollywood industry. Who would you see yourself working with? Yes.
Who?
Gabrielle
Union. I do like her. I do like her. I would say Issa Rae is like my biggest inspiration, mostly because like she acts, she writes, she produces, she has her own production company, and that's what I aspire to do. Like I want to not only act, but I want to again produce, right? And I want to like start my own production company one day. So I think she's somebody I would love to like work with on a wider scale, whether it's like acting or just like maybe working on set with her as like a producer or writing or something. I'm not sure. In terms of acting, like who I like to act in a project with, my biggest, like I would say I want Denzel to play my dad.
I was just thinking of that. I was thinking of that.
He's playing my dad or something. As a female, Viola Davis. Like,
she's a strong.
Yeah, and they did a bunch together, Fences. So like, you know, maybe, who knows? It can be in a project. And the bigger aspirations of things, I'll work with them one day.
That'll happen one day.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. So anyways, I'm just gonna move to Jared, okay? So and ask you more questions. So what roadblock did you face when you were starting out, you know, planning this
short film?
Yeah.
Roadblocks. I mean, there was a couple of roadblocks.
Yeah.
Not just in the beginning and the end as well, but in the beginning, I won't say roadblocks. These are just things that that come with doing pre-production. Just like finding locations. It was kind of like tough into like finding, like once the script is made, now it's up to making sure that you make a script breakdown of like where of each location. Finding a day where like all the actors, the crew can all come at the same time. I think overall as well, like so when I was confirmed the budget, trying to break down like how to pay people within that budget, because as big as the crew was, we only had $8,000 to work with. So it was hard to like. It was hard to make sure that we were able to pay for everything, pay for the people, pay for the locations, for food, all that within that budget, you know. So, but we made it work, you know. And,
so do you have a lot of voluntary work done?
A lot of voluntary work, you know. And,
that's good. That means, you know, people were willing to volunteer. That's beautiful. At least,
we tried.
And that's really good. We're able to work With $8,000, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
A film like this, to be honest,
yeah.
could have. I mean, it could have ran like 20,000
yes.
on with base like the length of the movie,
yes.
like the quality. It could have been 20,000. You know, so
wow.
yeah. Other roadblocks in post production. I just communication, like working with. Gotta be careful on who you choose to work with because you know, and I don't wanna like bash anybody, but like for next time I want to make sure that I work with people who are very reliable because that's very important.
Very important.
Very important.
Yeah.
And,
if you're to continue with the part 2 of the tuition, are you going to add other diverse? Is it going to be more diverse, or you're going to stick with
diverse characters?
Yes, diverse characters.
Well, I think if we're gonna make a part 2, there should we definitely should add more. Expand the cast a little bit.
Okay.
Diverse, I guess so. Like, it just depends on what the storyline is, you know.
Okay.
And I'm sure Renee will like add in more characters, whether they be white. I mean, Toronto, the movie center in Toronto, so Toronto is very diverse. So
yes.
it should have whites, it should have Asians, it should have Somalis, you know, everyone. So yeah, like just depending on if the storyline fits in. So yeah, and within diversity as well, not just in front of the camera, but also behind the scenes. Our crew is mainly Caucasian. Okay. And which is not to say it's bad, but I do encourage like black filmmakers who want to pursue film. Yeah. But you don't have to technically be a director. You can be the director of photography. You can be sound. You can be makeup artist. You can be production designer. Like there's so many different categories and that you can fall into. So I do want to work with a more diverse crew as well. Yeah. Wow.
So if you were to give one piece of advice to someone aspiring to be in the film industry, what would that be?
Okay, so any advice?
As a director.
Yeah. One thing I'll say from what I've learned or like what I experienced was, I think honestly doing an internship is maybe one of the best ways to getting your foot in the industry. Okay. Because this industry is all about connections. Wow. And who you know, right? Not just what you know. So the best way to get into that is buy internships. And if you can't do internships, just volunteer yourself on sets of different movie sets or music video sets, and then just get to know who's working behind the scenes, so they can invite you to like future sets. Study your craft. If you don't want to go to school, which is fine, because not all filmmakers go to school. Like there's a lot of successful directors who didn't go to school and still very successful. But you should definitely not just experience on set, but you should also learn the books, because there's a lot of film talk language that you have to understand. Like you know, it's just a lot of things that the regular people won't understand what this means. You know, like so. Like the technicalities. Technicalities of filmmaking. You have to learn. You have to learn it. You can't skip it. Wow. So
the schooling is also very important.
It's important, but you can also just get a book. I have a book of filmmaking, and it teaches me everything just at school. Okay, self-learn. Yeah, self-learn. You have to educate yourself. Watch more things or look at YouTube, if you will. Yeah, I like YouTube as well. Just anything you can to enhance your learning. Wow, that's beautiful. And KRISTEN, as going lead actress and also becoming a future producer, what would be your advice for those young ladies, young girls out there,
or young guys out there who are aspiring to become an actor, a producer, you know, so what would you advise them?
I would definitely advise to don't take no for an answer. Because a lot of the times you're gonna hear this all the time. You're gonna hear more no's than you hear yeses, and sometimes as a human being it can be very discouraging. And to know that it's not gonna happen right away, so don't give up, especially, and to find your own opportunities. So I mean, the number one thing is getting an agent helps you to find the opportunities that are at the forefront, to find opportunities that are hidden. But there are a lot of, you know, student films, independent projects like this one that you're not going to find through an agent, that you can learn, that you can use to build your resume and build your reel. Because I'm still at the very beginning, I'm not there yet, but you know, this is all a part of the journey, and just to trust the process. School, again, you don't have to go to school to be an actress or an actor, but it's good to like coach and to take classes. You don't have to go to theater school particularly unless that's what you're interested in. In terms of producing, again, like just learning the craft, like make sure you study and know that you're doing it for the right reasons too.
That's good. So you've just listened to Director KELLS and KRISTEN, the lead actress in Tuition, and they just gave you a nice piece of advice, if you will. That was a very good tip. So and trust me, that was a very good one. She said you should trust the process. I love that. Trust the process. And Director KELLS also said, if you want to be out there, you should volunteer. Networking is very, very crucial.
Very key.
Have the right network. Is the key. So they've been able to give you the tips of becoming or climbing up there. And I know, Director KELLS, one day you're going to take us to Hollywood. Yay! Yeah. So Director KELLS, before we wrap this whole thing up, so who would you like in Hollywood like to work with in that in the movie industry? I know you are already in California, right? So yes.
See, the first thing that comes into mind now is because would be Michael B. Jordan, but
I was gonna say that too.
But he already has a directing partner.
Okay.
So Ryan Coogler. But honestly, I want to work with like everybody that I can't even name like all the people that all the actors and actresses I like, but there's a lot of them I want to work with. And hopefully we'll make it happen. And even not just Hollywood. Like I also want to work with people here, because I think Toronto needs to have its own. We need to have our own Hollywood. I know we have TIFF, but like we don't have, when it comes to like the actual filmmaking industry, we still don't have that here. So I would want to like work with people here, so we can build our own stars. You know, so. That's good. That's really, really good. I'm really proud of you, and I know I can trust the process too. I took that from you. I trust the process. I can see you up there, and KRISTEN, you too. I trust the process, but however, I don't want you guys to forget me. So when you are now on top there, please come to Prestigious Talk Show again. Alright? Thank you very much. It was nice having you live on Prestigious Talk Show. Thank you very much. And again, I'm still waiting for part 2. Alright? Thank you very much. Alright. Thank you for coming. So so viewers, I'm just gonna wrap it up right now. It was fun having KRISTEN and Director KELLS live on Prestigious Talk Show. They've been able to tell you, give you tips, and they've told you the process and everything about tuition. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned and remain focused. Remember, you are not alone. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.